morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And welcome back to our channel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're inside the house today.
Yeah, and it's a little cleared out over here.
It's a little different around here. So today we want to start working on getting some of these cabinets for our kitchen dry fitted. Figure out how much, or not how much, how many shims we're gonna need, and see if it's
how level
out of whack, you know. Yeah. From some of the research that I've been doing, it's very common to have things kind of not perfectly 90 degrees, maybe the floor is a little unlevel, a wall's wavy, and since, you know, we've done this all of ourselves, I'm sure there's a little bit of that going down.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not though.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
Yeah.
But we are super excited to start working on this. We've been waiting for it for a very long time.
Yes, this is definitely a needed thing in this house.
And I do want to give a shout out to JB over here at Pure Okie. She sent me this hat, so I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
Told you I would, and today I thought would be a perfect day to wear it. So thank you so much, JB. Appreciate that. But I say let's get it.
Yeah. We got those towels underneath there.
I know.
That's where most of my towels are at. It totally changes the feeling.
I'm sure. What, having nothing?
Having nothing.
Well, I'm sure you've been waiting for this day, like I said, huh?
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to this.
At least dry fitting for now, but you're gonna be like, I don't want to move everything back. Let's just leave it.
Yeah. We don't need to paint them. We'll just leave it. And we'll just slap the countertops on. No big deal.
Let's start with this thing first.
Lazy Susan.
So from the research that we've seen, they always say start in the corners,
well,
right?
The highest point.
I was gonna say the corners and the highest point.
Yeah.
We've measured, it looks pretty much the same height-wise. So we're gonna start right here in the corner and dry fit everything. And so far it looks so good.
It does. It actually, like, because we've had the tables and stuff in here and they're obviously a lot wider than like normal kitchen cabinets.
Yeah.
So like it really kind of puts it in perspective of how like wide the cabinets are going to be.
Yeah, well this actually is going to be pushed out from the wall a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be like an empty space behind the Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
But I mean you get the grasp, but let's keep going.
Yeah.
You have your paper?
Yes,
Roxane has a paper.
Yeah, I have our cheat sheet.
Our whole cheat sheet laid out right
Well,
here.
this is from when we were in here measuring it out and figuring out what we're going to use, so
Yeah.
it hasn't let me down yet.
So what do we got next?
All right, so we're going this way, right?
Yep.
Well, next is the stove,
Okay.
and then 2/18s.
2/18. Maybe we should let the stove over there then. That's okay. We'll move it back. That's all right. So 2/18s and then the pantry.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one. Let's just get them over here first.
All right.
One of these. And one of these. Okay. You got it? We're going to see. Then we're going to see how far from the door and everything it's going to be.
Yeah.
All right, so that's there, babe. These two cabinets, though. So you got one with 3 drawers and then one with a top drawer and like a cupboard. Do you know which one is going to go like where?
Well, I think the cabinet one, which is this one.
The one with only one drawer?
Yeah, it should go right here next to the pantry. And then
Okay.
next to that one should be the drawer one next to the stove. That way, like if I'm cooking and stuff, I can just open the drawer and grab whatever I need. Just for
Okay.
convenience factor.
This?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See how this is sticking out?
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be, but this will have to be sticking out as far as that one. That's just design that way, they're weird.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this one's next, right?
I'll probably have
I'm glad these are not heavy.
Nah, they're not too bad. I just don't want to scratch up the floor.
I know. Okay. So.
Like I said, we might have to scoot these over.
Yeah, well that's why we're dry fitting. I'm gonna mark on the wall where like that pantry should be this way. I think we only had it like 4 inches away.
Yeah, I think there's only a 4-inch space. And
Yeah.
we did that just in case we have to finagle some of these around a little bit.
Yeah, the way we designed it. And then This is good too, guys, because then we're gonna be able to go back and see what filler strips, if any, which I'm sure we're gonna need them.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna need those. We haven't bought those yet, but that's okay. You wanna know why? Because we have to go back to the store anyway. And I forgot to tell you guys about this. So, our sink base right here, right? The one that Roxanne picked out, right?
Yes.
It's not really a sink base, is it?
No, it's a cabinet base, not a sink base. And
you were so excited in the store, like, oh my God, there it is, there's my sink base, my sink base. In her defense, they were literally right next to each other.
well,
a sink base and a cabinet base.
Yeah,
And so we just grabbed it and loaded it up.
yeah, and it looks the same. And plus it's got cardboard on top, so I couldn't really see inside there I mean, I didn't pay any attention to the label or anything, but yes, it's actually a cabinet.
So we have to go back to the big city anyway.
Yeah.
Which isn't a big deal. We're gonna return that and get an actual sink base, and we'll get some filler strips while we're there. So
yeah,
we'd have to go back anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Everything's gonna have to move over more, so this needs to be like in line with this. So I think everything does need to move over a couple inches. Not much.
no, just
I mean, that's why we have this room right here for it.
Yeah.
Like, we kept a little bit of space. And I know it's like, man, right outside your door there's a cabinet, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's the best we could do.
Well,
And it's gonna be fine. I'll put like a calendar right there or something.
well, and I
It'll
was
be
thinking
nice.
too, like we can hang up some like hooks or something on here, and like we can hang our brooms and the mop and stuff from right here.
I don't know if it's closer. Maybe you walking right into a broom
I mean, maybe
from the bedroom door.
we'll have to see what it looks like.
I think it looks, I know it's just dry fit with a couple cabinets, but it looks really good.
No, it does. It looks like a real kitchen.
Looks like a kitchen, guys. I'm happy.
Me too.
I can get a tape measure. We had it to where it was almost right in line with the trim. Honestly, almost. So it's like right there. Okay, let's move the stove over. Yeah, that's way better.
Well, just a few weeks ago, we removed the kitchen sink, and I was so excited when we put it back, going, "Oh, the next time we move it, it should be moving into its permanent location."
Huh.
Well, it's a base that we did get. It is the same size as a kitchen base sink, so we can just slide it in there just for the size reference. Can you take that piece sticking out of the wall there?
I know, I was just thinking the same thing.
Because
I can take that out, but there is going to be a little piece sticking out. But you're probably going to want me to do this, make it so it opens that way.
Yeah.
Like mine.
Yeah, that would be better, I think, especially for like cooking and stuff. Like if I'm working on this counter right here,
Yeah, you don't want to have to walk around.
yeah, walk all the way around. I mean, not that it's that big of a deal, but
Yeah, I'll change it.
yeah, for convenience factor, it would be really nice. It looks so good in here. It actually looks and feels kind of like a kitchen. It all matches and seems like it all fits in there. It's not like we're trying to put these in here without moving it too far from the stove. Couple little filler pieces, it looks like. And it looks just like how it looked when we were designing it online.
Well, I really want to dry fit this sink basin, and since we bought the wrong one, it's kind of halting our plans a little bit. So I think we're just going to go to Fort Smith and go get one right now. Let's go get it.
love this time of year. Like spring is totally in the air now.
Yeah, it's like super green.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we have made it and arrived. My biggest fear of always, like I said, coming like to town somewhere is always getting here after driving an hour. I'm like, oh yeah, we sold every single one of those by the time you guys left. So I'm praying and hoping that don't happen.
I know. I don't want that to be our luck today.
No. It's a nice day, guys.
Yeah, it'd be a bummer.
It would be a bummer, I'm sure. All right, well, it may look like the same one, guys, but it ain't.
It's not. It's the right one.
Yeah, it was literally the last one, too.
Yeah, so I think we lucked out.
Yeah, when we called Bob, that works here, earlier before we left, and he said he had one, I guess he grabbed it and put it by his desk and held on to it for us. So.
Yeah, so greatly appreciated that.
Yeah, thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, guys. You made it home.
Yes.
All right, so now we can actually dry fit all of these, which is gonna be nice.
Yeah, so we're gonna take that, the sink out then?
At least move it out of the way for now.
Okay, how are you gonna get this in there though with the pipe sticking out?
I'll cut a little hole in the back. Where
Okay.
the pipe's at.
All right. Well, now we're kind of back in business. We moved my sink. And now we're gonna try to dry fit our sink base. See, that looks so much better than the other one did.
Well, the other one was...
It had the drawer in there,
Yeah.
and it was a cabinet, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a sink base.
And when we got it and I first noticed that it wasn't a sink base, I was like, well, we could remove the drawer and, cut holes in it, and we don't have to take it back, but
And I was like,
yeah, it's like, might as well take it back, and just, it was an even exchange. It was the same price, which is kind of weird because
You get less.
you get less. You don't get a drawer or a shelf, but it's the same price. I don't know. I don't make cabinets, but it doesn't seem right to me.
Don't seem right on the meat eater.
Over 12 3/4. 22 1/2. He's made a mess.
Well, I did tell her I'm going to clean up. It's not that big of a mess.
No.
But look at that. With some room to wiggle around. Look, your sink base is there.
Yes. It looks nice, and this one's a lot nicer than the homemade one because it's not as tall.
Yeah, it's the size it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like
This one's all giant.
Yeah. Well, this, like the kitchen with the cabinets, is going to be a total game changer in the kitchen. Not only are they cabinets, right?
I know. Well, it's...
But what I was getting at is, like, I have to use that table. So when I'm doing all my prep work, I'm on this table and it sits so much lower than actual countertops.
Oh, that table right there.
Yeah, so like if I'm chopping up a lot of vegetables or whatever we need for dinner, like by halfway done, I'm like, oh, my back. I'm sitting there like,
My back.
yeah, I'm sitting there like this and like, oh, you know.
All right, Roxanne has asked if we can just see what it might look like.
Do you think
right
we
there.
should take the plastic off?
No, not right now.
No?
No, I have a lot of work to do on these still. Actually, that reminds me, I'm gonna show you guys something I got. All right, so what I found, guys, I didn't know that they had this stuff, but they have this stuff. It's called Watco Butcher Block Oil and Finish. What's cool about this stuff is that it's food grade safe. It's meant for butcher blocks, you know, and cutting boards and different things. So I was like, looked at some videos for this, and it's a clear finish, so it's not gonna change the color of that countertops too much, but it will darken it a little tiny bit, and I think it's gonna look so good. Sorry. I know it's not gonna reach all the way over, it's just a curiosity piece for me.
I think it looks great.
Mind you, the sink's gonna be right here, guys, but
Yeah.
you'll get a feel of kind of, right? I think it's gonna look so good.
I know, and especially with when I'm planning on painting the cabinets, it's
Wow.
gonna look really nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish we could dry fit these, but
Me too.
we can see and make sure that we did okay measuring the outlets and stuff. Wow. That.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. 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 Here's the outlet, and there's the cabinet.
I was trying to give you a high five.
Oh, sorry.
We did a good job.
Yeah, that's kind of a.
Look at that, guys. Look how much space we got underneath or up on top.
Yeah, the space
Is what we wanted.
up on top, so it'll be like that all the way across.
Yeah. And that is going to get hidden inside one of these.
Yeah. The house that we had before, there was no microwave above the stove, so the microwave took up space on the counter.
It was like right here in the corner.
Yeah, we like at our old
So it
house.
was like the whole corner.
Yeah, and we moved it a couple times in that house, but that was my one thing that I wanted more than anything in that house was the microwave above the stove. So when we started designing and figuring out this kitchen, I insist we're getting a microwave above the stove.
Yeah. So we don't have a stove vent going out, if you guys have been following.
Yeah.
Right, like a hood, stove hood to vent out the steam or the whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why we didn't do that, they make microwaves with built-in vents specifically for above the range that don't have vents.
Yeah, you can do it two ways. You can have it to where it vents out and into your vent, or you can have it vent basically into the house. Like it'll suck it up above the stove,
filters it
and just blows it back out.
and blows it back out.
Yeah.
For steam. So that's more the direction we were going because we weren't sure. We didn't really want to vent inside the attic like some of them do and then have to do holes going out. So if you guys are curious about that,
Yeah.
the microwave that we're gonna get, we don't know which one yet, but it will have a vent underneath and a light and all that good stuff, and it's gonna be really awesome, and I'm super excited.
It's gonna look really nice in here. I'm very excited for this whole process to really kick off. Like this is a good start.
And we bought some filler pieces, right guys?
Yeah.
These are like fillers, like for example, are like right here.
Right on the other side of the sink.
If we wanted this, but this might be good right there. But I mean, you could filler
Yeah.
if you needed to. But I was telling Roxanne, I said, man, we measured so good on the cabinets we wanted. I don't even know if we're gonna need any of these things. Like, I just don't know. Maybe right here, and that's a maybe, right? We can move the fridge forward more or something, or we can move this a little bit that way more and have a little bit more space before the sink and the refrigerator, but not by much. We don't have that much room, but this might be the only piece that we need to fill. And then move the countertop over. And it's still a big maybe.
Yeah.
Because that don't look bad as it is now.
I want to mention as well with these counters, like this one we put up here doesn't go all the way back. That's because we have two different sized countertops. This is the 6-footer. We do have an 8-footer over there. We just didn't want to bring it over here and put it on top because
it wouldn't fit.
Well, yeah, one, it wouldn't fit. Two, they're pretty heavy.
That's
3 days worth of eggs. Wyatt just brought in another 11.
Yeah, so you guys need any eggs? Because we don't need any more.
You guys, we cannot get rid of these fast enough. I've given some to David. I've given some to Mike at Drifting Dreamers 5. I've given some to Melanie and Gary.
Looks like to me you need to start preserving some eggs.
And you know what's funny too, guys? The other day, I did end up cooking like 10 of them because I made like English egg McMuffins. And I also hard-boiled a bunch of these. And no matter how far ahead I think I'm getting, like, it's just, they keep giving me more.
Well, you know Roxanne and me, we always like moving things back and forth for some reason. We'll move all our stuff inside the house and move it out, then the next day move it back in, then move it out.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we just move things around a lot around here.
So how are we supposed to make dinner tonight?
I know. I kind of already was thinking about that. One, the most important part of a house is not there right now.
Oh, the sink?
The kitchen sink. That's like the most important part of a house, I think.
It is. David said that too, and I totally agree with both of you guys.
Yeah.
The sink and I think the fridge too, the refrigerator.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see how quickly our lives are gonna change in the next couple of days if we don't get the kitchen back together.
I got a hose outside. I got a bucket.
Hey, you know what? It's a lot warmer outside than it has been, so that's maybe not a bad idea. Plus, we also have our outdoor garden sink if we really need to.
We really had to, but I think we're gonna leave the kitchen the way it is today, guys. Wyatt's home from school.
Yeah, we can sit around and stare at it.
Sit and stare at it.
Yeah.
We are gonna get back on it tomorrow because I want to get this done quickly, the best I can, because I am ready for a kitchen, guys.
I know, and I'm ready to actually like try the paint out and see what it looks like. That's what I'm really looking for.
I hope you like it, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. It's painting day today, guys. I'm so excited to try out and paint at least one cabinet just so I can kind of get a feel and make sure the paint's gonna work good. So I know you guys have probably been waiting and dying to hear what color I'm going to be painting my cabinets. So here it is. It's gonna be pure white cabinets. I did lots and lots of research, watched a ton of videos to see which paint and how you should paint your cabinets. And what I found is this cabinet trim and door paint works very well for cabinets. It has like a nice smooth factory finish on it. It's easy to clean when like there's fingerprints or dirt all over them. And it's like it's got primer paint. I mean, it's a good paint for these cabinets. I also decided to go with a satin instead of a semi-gloss because I don't really want the full glossy effect in there. I think it's just between the being white and then those bright lights. I just think it would be too much in there if they were semi-gloss. So I went with satin. When we actually went down to the store to get this paint, one of the workers there called a paint contractor, and he said all their painters use this for their cabinets, and he said that when you first put it on, it'll look a little rough, but then as it dries, it'll really smooth out and just look really nice. So I'm anxious to see if that's true. So applying this paint, I'm actually going to use a paint roller. I do have David from Come On Homesteading. He let us borrow his paint sprayer. I only need a gallon because it covers 200 to 300 square feet. And it's actually kind of expensive paint cabinet. This stuff was almost $100 a gallon. And David's paint sprayer takes a 5-gallon bucket, and if you use 1 gallon, I guess he'll tear through it really fast. So I think just to save money and based on we don't really have that many cabinets, I just went with the gallon. We'll see how it goes.
So far, no matter where you find yourself, you're always where you are. Go anywhere you go, do anything you do, I'll be with you. Take a moment, take an hour, take another year. Start again or keep going, I'll always be right here. Feel anything you feel, hear anything you hear, you'll never disappear. When it feels
I can see why they were saying it looks kind of yucky when you first put it on, because it kind of looks grainy and you can kind of see through it, but hopefully when it dries, like they say, it will change it. That's what I'm hoping for.
Trying not to dig too deep, afraid of what you'll find. Give yourself the grace you show me all the time. 'Cause when you love yourself, you can give that love to someone else. Mornings come and seasons go, and life can get so hard. It's easy to forget the things that make you who you are. I hope that when you look at you, you see yourself the way that I do. When it feels like you're walking back, when you're out of luck and off the path, broken and far from home, just remember that you're not alone. In the face of another storm, when you're feeling like you're on your own, in that moment you can't control, just remember that you're not alone. Remember that you're not alone.
I guess painting is getting the chickens all riled up over there. Decided to lay an egg. They saw all this white. But it's all done, and actually I don't think it really looks that bad with just the one coat. But we'll see how it dries, because on the door here there's like, it's kind of patchy where there's some gray and stuff that you can kind of see the wood grain through, so I might have to do 2 coats. But so far it looks really good. I like the color. It's very white. Well, it's dry. It's been a little while, but it looks really good. This paint has like a urethane in it, so it kind of like adds like a hardened feel to it, kind of like a smooth plastic, I guess is the best way I can describe it. But it looks good. It's dried fairly well. I might have to do, obviously I think I'm going to need to do a second coat on the door, but it doesn't have the brush marks, which it specifically states on there that it won't leave brush marks. So it looks nice, I think. And I'm very excited and anxious to put it in and see what it looks like. So Anthony's bringing it in right now for me. Put it all together. We've touched it a bunch and made sure it's dry. And I will say, guys, this paint is very, very nice. It's like I mentioned earlier, it's really hard to, I wish you guys could feel the paint.
Yeah.
Versus seeing it, but like it just, I don't know, it just makes it, I don't know, it seems like it's coated with like plastic or something, and it looks nice and it feels good. So, but look at it. It sticks out like a sore thumb, I'll say that.
Well, there's one cabinet kind of in for you, babe.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Might have made a mistake, guys.
What, you don't like the color?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm also paranoid about it getting really dirty. But I don't know. I'm not sure with the color scheme that's going on in here how well it's all going to mesh with the white. Might be too much.
Well, I don't mind the white.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe just sit on it for a little bit.
yeah, maybe I'll stare at it here on and off for the rest of the day and for the next couple days.
Because we just spent all that money on that paint.
Well, and also too, I want to say, and I got to keep this in my mind, that the countertops are going to get a little bit darker than they are now. So that might change my mind a little bit. Plus, you know, with the hardware on there, the knobs and stuff,
Yeah, it might change the way it looks.
they might change the feel of how I feel about them.
Well, she's the interior decorator, so whatever she says goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna just sit on it, I guess, for a couple days.
Well, on that note, guys, I guess we're not going to paint anymore for now. I'm going to hold off for a minute until she figures out what's going down. So.
Yeah, I think that's the better route to go than painting them all and then putting them all in and figuring out I really don't like it.
Yeah. Because if we only got to sand one down, then that's okay. So.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it for today then, guys. Thanks for being here in this video. We do appreciate you guys.
Yes.
We will catch you guys all on the next one. Bye.
Bye.